Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome po sa Hello there. Good afternoon po ulit sa ating lahat at welcome po sa ating credit conference for IDB number 24-6. Let's start by an opening prayer to begin by Biñan Santo. Let's bow our heads and feel the presence of God. In the name of Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Lord God, our Father, provider, thank you for this day. Thank you that we are able to provide for our families and loved ones. Give us strength each day to conquer all the problems we may encounter. Keep us safe in every day through Christ our Lord. In the name of Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. These are the attendees for our activity at this moment, starting with Architect Carlito Castillo, descending back to the Virginia. Mr. Dino Rey de Dios, Bank Secretariat Member. Ms. Armina B. Abad, Bank Secretariat Member. Engineer Eduardo Gallardo, Bank Provisional Member for all types of procurement. Engineer Dwight Jan Aston, Bank Regular Member. Engineer Jaime Lactani, Bank Provisional Member for civilians. Engineer Yolanda Aquino, our Bank Chairperson. Ms. Mirna Ortegano, our Bank Vice Chairperson. Engineer Cristina Panaliga from Planning and Design Section. Engineer Kirtan Rebo from Planning and Design Section. Engineer Joshua Quinto from Planning and Design Section. Engineer Paulo Miranda from PWG Member. Ms. Imelda Constantino from PWG Member. Engineer Victor Alfonso Dipon from PWG Member. Engineer Sam Marjorie Namo, Back PWG Member. Engineer J.V. Bonte, Back PWG Member. Engineer Randy A. Cabales, Back PWG Member. Engineer Sunny San Buenaventura, Back PWG Member. Miss Jamaila Barsha, Back Secretariat Member. Mr. Leonardo Montano II, Back Secretariat Member. Engineer Claire Katil Kataan, Back Secretariat Member. And yours truly, Engineer Jess Morris Tulias, Back Secretariat. Let us give the floor to our Bank Chairperson to officially start our three-week conference.
And very content. I think that's it. Yeah, fine. I think it's more for me. You're my garden. Take that one to the class. In the bus, City of Santa Rosa, Laguna, under station to the IDB number 2024-303, which was posted in the DPWH website in January 25 to 32, 31, 2024, and January 25 to 10, 13 to 2024, issued the Delegation of Program of Works. please be guided accordingly. Yung Ederadan na din ang pag-check. Number 1 po yung ating big for credit po. We have a multi-purpose building, both barangay, all barangays, and Roque stations and Pedro, Laguna. The contract ID number 23DI0191. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000. Number 2 is construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Cuyab, San Pedro City, Laguna, with contract ID number 20.8IC6. With a approved budget for the contract for 4,950,000. Number 3 is construction completion of multi-purpose building at Ederadan Street, Purok 2, Barangay Magsaysay, San Pedro, Laguna. Contract ID number 20.8I-0087. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000. Number 4, asphalt overlay of the office of the Biñan subdivision for Barangay City of Santa Rosa, Laguna. Contract ID number 20.8I. Approved 11,880,000. Number 5, number 4 para for the legal cancel po. Number 5 is construction of mitigation Woodside. The contract ID of 20.8I-0090. Approved budget for the contract is 99 million. To be discussed with the plans.
Please be informed all questions, queries, clarifications will be entertained right after every each presentation. Once the presenter asks the question, does the prototype true? But especially to our prospective bidders or all participants that is tuned in our social media platforms. Thank you. So let's proceed for the presentation of projects.
Magandang hapon po. First project for this afternoon, the Rehabilitation of the Purpose Building, Old Barangay, Whole Barangay, San Roque, City of San Pedro. Project information with an area of 120, dimension of 10 by 6. So, two-story workout. Project location, 5 million. EPC amount of 4,950,000, calendar days 120. DEO of 1% given to for the program of works, makita po natin dito ang first page. Ang source of fund po ito ay 2023 na ako. So, For the summary of quantities, starting for the city of the adulting, earthwork, reinforced concrete, painting, and other civil works, and electric light. Equipment required with compactor, backhoe, concrete, regular factory, marker, bartender, one power mixer, welding machine, and cutting out. Perspective po natin, ito po ay ang front end education po. So kaya po natin dito, story po na 10x6, 10 po yung dito po sa ato na ito po pa. So nakapahigil dito tayo. Sa mga floor po ay meron po tayong CR4 PWD and common CRs po for male and female. Ang magiging access po natin ay ito po na pangpapakay po dito sa Ederadan. And other access po ay dito po dito po sa floor po. So second floor po ay open po for section for Woodside. Ang magiging access po natin ay ang dyan po ay nasa loob. Dos agos po yung ating buko. Plan education po. Front end education. So sa validation po sa sector sa po kapital na so, kalapit po ito ng existing barangay hall. Kalapit din po ng cover po. So, thank you po.
Good afternoon po. Ano po sa next topic natin? Section of Multi-Purpose Building, Barangay Cuyab, San Pedro City. Project information, project allocation, 5 million. ABC, 4,150,000. DEO, 1%, 50,000. Source of fund, FY 2024. Duration, 125 days. Scope of work is construction of 2-story. Area, 170 square meters. Ito po yung project location. Minutes of the meeting, verified na mga taga-barangay. Program of works. Minimum equipment requirement, backhoe, dump truck, paper factor, concrete vibrator, concrete, welding machine, bar cutter, bar grater, bar band. Summary of quantities po, from facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, miscellaneous structures, earthworks, and course concrete, finishing and other civil works, and electrical. Ito po yung ating ground floor plan and second floor plan. Ang dimension po ng ating building ay 6.5 by. Ito naman po yung front elevation. Meron po siya 1 meter na. Ito po yung right side and left. Side validation photo, bali ang maging side po is kalapit po ng existing townhouse po na sa picture. Meron din po siyang mga tatamana po, no? Kaya po meron po tayo permit para po sa activity. na ang magpaprovide na po is yung barangay. Required documents po, bilang thank you. Next project naman natin, construction sa Ederadan Street, Purok, Barangay Magsaysay, Pedro. Project allocation 5 million, ABC for 4,950,000. DEO 1% of allocation. Source of fund FY 2024, duration 125 days. Scope of works po natin is completion of 3-story building. Ito po yung site, kalapit po siya na Magsaysay po. Then site photos, pag ito po yung apak po para sa third floor. Ito naman po yung sa mga second floor at saka first floor. Bali, meron po siyang additional scope of works dito, yung painting po at saka pipe. Ito din po. Ito din po, may additional din po scope of works dito, which is repaint po ng flooring at saka carpet. Tsaka po yung replacement ng steel painting. Ito po yung SOP na facilities for the other general requirements, earthworks and construction, finishes and other civil works, electrical and mechanical. And po yung minimum equipment, cutting out compactor with backhoe, concrete elevator, bar cutter, bar bender, one bar mixer. Ito naman po yung front elevation niya, yung naka-hatch po, siya po yung existing natin. Then yung sa taas po, yun po yung gagawin. Rear elevation. Left side elevation. Ito po yung roof na natin. First and second floor. Ito po yung existing. Ito po yung bago, third floor na. The means of building. Thank you. CSSP Basic Infrastructure Program, Flood Mitigation Structures and Systems. Construction of flood mitigation structure, Woodside, Barangay Canlalay, Biñan, Laguna. For the project information, type of structure codes, reinforced concrete flood control structure, and steel sheet panel foundation. Project allocation of 20 million, ABC of 19,800,000, duration of 100 for 3 months, EO of 1%, which is equivalent to 200,000. So for the summary of quantities po, typical item po for a flood control project, under Part A, facilities for the engineer, construction of field office for the engineer, provision of progress photographs. Under Part B, other general requirements, project billboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization and demobilization. Under Part C, removal of structures and obstructions. Under Part F, bridge construction.
reinforcing schemes under Part LA, earthwork, clearing and grubbing, surplus common excavation, and backfill. And under Part LBO, bank and snow protection works, ship piles. Minimum equipment requirement, backhoe, dump truck, pile hammer, rolling machine, one bagger mixer, water truck, and payloader. For the project agency, divided po ang ating site sa dalawa, staggered po siya. Yung first site po natin, so yung arrow po is indication lang kung saan po ang direction ng street. So we'll start the project at station 1 plus 600 until station 1 plus 500. So yung blue stretch po, yun po yung alignment po ng proposed project natin, which is equivalent to project length of 92 linear meters. Siya po ay right side facing downstream. For the site upper side to naman, direction natin po yung arrow kung saan po ang direction ng downstream. We'll start at station 0 plus 52.87 until station 1. Siya po ay left side facing downstream with a project length of 58 meters. Total po niya is 150 linear meters. Yung buong kabukuan na lang na gagawin natin. So, site photo po for the first site. As you can see po, yung existing po na resolution natin yung sa left side na picture. Meron na po din po tayong access. We already obtained permit to enter po from may-ari po ng lupa na dadaanan ng heavy equipment kapag po implementing. Site photo for site number 2 po natin. May tutulungan din po tayo ng vertical structure. So, ocular visit with LPU. For the documents naman po, may letter na din po tayo na received by LPU as well as the minutes of the meeting. So, indicated lang po sa minutes of the meeting. Yung possible access na okay na naman po dahil nakapag-provide na naman po tayo ng permit to enter. And then, right of way concerns, wala naman po tayo obstruction din. And yung accessibility naman po ay accessible naman po siya. So, for the permit to enter, ito po siya. So, may dadaanan na po ang ating mga heavy equipments. So, for the plan details po, typical vertical with stiffener po ang structure natin. So, yun din po ang nagsusungan na structure. So, sample cross-section lang po for site 1. And sample cross-section for site 2. So, we lang po any questions po.
So, yun po yung para po sa 24 DI 0090. Subject to siya for cancellation because of revision of. So, yun po, and is there any questions, clarification? To all the attendees here in this room, and especially to our prospective leaders and attendees through our social media tab. Upon checking po ng aming YouTube live stream na wala naman po. So, I guess na napuproceed na po tayo sa ating next topic, which is the major category works and pickup category. To be presented by one of the DPWH members, our DPWH head, brother, Engineer Randy Gabales.
Good afternoon po ulit sa ating lahat. Discuss lang po natin yung major category of works and pickup license category. For the first project, 23DI0191, Rehabilitation of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Hall, Barangay San Roque, City of San Pedro, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos. The major category of work is building, and the following are the similar categories. For the pickup license category, it should be category C and D, and classification of small B. Next project, 24DI0086, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Cuyab, Pedro City, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos. The major category of work is building, and the following are the similar. For the pickup license category, it should be category C and D, and classification of small B. Next project, 24DI0087, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Ederadan, Street, Purok, Barangay Magsaysay, San Pedro, Laguna, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos. The major category of work is building, and the following are the similar categories of work. For the pickup license category, it should be category C and D, and classification of small B. Next project, 24DI6689, construction of flood mitigation structure, Woodside, Barangay Canlalay, Biñan City, Laguna, with an ABC of 19,800,000 pesos. The major category of work is flood control, and the following are the similar categories. For the pickup license category, it should be category C and D, and classification small. Next project, 24DI0090, construction of waterways protection structure, Barangay Bambang, Baños, with an ABC of 99 million pesos. The major category of work, flood control, and the following are the similar categories of work. For the pickup license category, it should be category D, and classification of medium A. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Any questions for that regarding major category of work and pickup category? Any clarifications or queries? About sharing ko ng aming YouTube live stream. So far po ay wala naman. So proceed na po tayo sa ating next topic. Biñan. Once again, good afternoon colleagues at this pre-bid conference. It includes ID number, IDP number 03. We got the ID numbers from 23 20 24 DI 0086 to 24 DI 0090. Agenda. Project data, requirements for bidding documents, bid forms, technical and financial proposals, criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, and post-qualification. Submission of bidding documents. The DPWH Laguna 2nd District Engineering Office will use non-discretionary pass-fail criteria in the eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and work. Requirement of bidding documents. Instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specification, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms. Eligibility requirements and technical component for envelope number 1. For Class A documents, for legal documents, PhilJets registration certificate, valid PhilJets registration certificate, platinum membership in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IR. Technical documents. Number 1, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started with any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Next, single largest completed contract. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Special pickup license. In case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security in the form of a surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Project requirements. Letter A, organizational chart. Organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B, list of contractors' key personnel. It includes project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. C, list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case. The experience means total years of civil works experience of any major in construction and engineering consultancy services. Include the tax identification number of the key personnel, compliance to DEO 98, series of 2016. Also include the contact number of the materials engineer. Accredited safety officer required upon issuance of notice of award, subject to DEO 98 series of 2014, or the submission of construction safety and health program by the Department of Labor and Employment. First aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance to law requirement for the approval of construction safety and health program, subject also to DEO 98 series of 2014. Lastly, for Class A documents, omnibus word statement. Original duly signed omnibus word statement and applicable original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a partnership or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the omnibus sworn statement and do acts to represent the bidder. NFCC, the net financial contracting capacity of the bidder shall be used in the eligibility process. Prospective bidder must have an NFCC at least equal to the ABC to be procured as follows. NFCC is equals to the difference of current assets and current liabilities multiplied by 15, and it will be subtracted to the value of portions of all outstanding works under the bidder's ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts to be started, which portions coincide with the contract to be paid. In the NFCC, the fixed factor of 15 shall be used in the computation of NFCC regardless of the contract duration. For Class B documents, special pickup joint venture license and valid joint venture agreement. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with Barangay number 4566 and its item is the joint venture is already in existence. Or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial envelope or envelope number 2, financial bid form must be in accordance with the form prescribed. Bill of quantities, bid prices in the bill of quantities. Detailed estimates, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. Cash flow, orderly monthly cash flow and payment schedule. Instruction to bidders under activity clause number 20 from bid date sheet. The bidder shall submit 1 original and 2 copies of the first and second components of each bid written in indelible ink and shall be signed by the bidder or its duly authorized representative. Note, all envelopes shall A. Contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters. B. Bear the name and address of the bidder in capital letters. C. Be addressed to the procuring entity's bank. D. Bear the specific contract identification of this bidding process. And E. Bear a warning, do not open before the date and time for the opening of bids. The bidder shall enclose their original eligibility, technical documents in 1 sealed envelope marked original technical component, and the original of their financial component in another sealed envelope marked original financial component, sealing them all in an outer envelope marked original bid. Each copy of the first and second envelopes shall be similarly sealed, duly marking the inner envelopes as copy number 1 or 2 technical component and copy number 1 or 2 financial component, and the outer envelope as copy number 1 or 2. These envelopes containing the original and copies shall then be enclosed in 1 single envelope. The bid documents, both technical and financial proposal, must be bookmarked or fastened at the left side with tear tag in A4 size of bond paper, font size 10 or up in 70 to 100% scale, with documentary stamps and paginated as per DEO number 90, series of 2002. Please refer to the DEO 11, series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment, and DEO 127, series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with the late ongoing contracts with the DPWH. The DEO 11 series of 2017 state the inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid.
Electronic submission and receipt of bids. Legal references. Department Order Number 87, Series of 2020. Electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. GPPB Resolution Number 09-2020, dated May 7, 2020. Approving measures for the efficient conduct of procurement activities during a state of calamity or implementation of community quarantine or similar restrictions. Authorizing the submission and receipt of bids through electronic means or email. 2016 Revised IRR of RA 9184. Electronic submission and receipt of bids procedures. Number 1. Post the invitation to bid and bidding documents. Responsible person Back Secretariat. Must be posted in the DPWH and PhilJEP's websites and at any conspicuous place for 7 calendar days per Section 21 of IRR of RA 9184. Number 2. Create the contract ID folder in the eBid portal. Responsible person Back Secretariat. Shall be done upon posting of the invitation to bid and bidding documents. The folder name should be consistent with the contract ID scheme provided under DEO number 33, series of 2018. Number 3. Purchase the bidding documents. Responsible person, contractor. Section 17.4 and Appendix 8 Guidelines on the sale of bidding documents of the IRR of RA 9184. Number 4. Send the proof of purchase of bidding documents. Responsible person is contractor. Number 5. Send the electronic bid. Responsible person is contractor. File format pickup ID underscore contract ID underscore bid. That's zip. Email subject format bid submission for contract ID. Must be in a password protected archive format. Shall contain 2 password protected archive files, the technical and financial proposal. Number 6. Send the electronic bid due to attachment file size. Limitation of the email service provider used. Responsible person contractor. Item 3.I. of DO number 87 series of 2020. Email subject format bid submission 1-24 contract ID bid submission 2-24 contract ID. Electronic bid main archive file. Technical proposal archive folder. Financial proposal archive folder. Number 7. Send the bid modification, if any. Responsible person, contractor. File format, pickup ID, underscore contract ID, underscore bid, underscore modification, underscore x dot zip. Email subject format, bid modification x for contract ID, where x represents the number of bid modification submitted. Must be IFN, a password protected archive format. Number 8. Send a letter of non-participation, responsible person, contractor. File format, pickup ID, underscore contract ID, underscore non-participation, dot PDF. Email subject format, non-participation for contract ID. Must be in PDF. Number 9. Send a letter of bid withdrawal, if any. Responsible person, contractor. File format, pickup ID, underscore contract ID, underscore bid withdrawal, dot PDF. Email subject format, bid withdrawal for contract ID. Must be in PDF. Number 10. Close the contract ID folder in eBid portal. Responsible person is Back Secretariat. Rename the contract ID folder in eBid portal to contract ID underscore closed on the deadline of submission and receipt of bids. Number 11. Download the bids from the eBid portal to the local computer. Responsible person, Back Secretariat. Item V, A, DO number 87, series of 2020. Number 12. Provide the password for the main archive file and the technical proposal archive file. Responsible person, contractor. Shall only be disclosed verbally on in writing during the actual bid opening, which may be done in person or through video conferencing, webcasting, or other similar technology available. Bidders shall be given a maximum of 3 attempts or a period of 15 minutes, whichever comes first, to provide the correct password except in unforeseen justifiable circumstances. Otherwise, the bidder shall be disqualified. The bidder may also be subjected to the sanctions under DO 17 series of 2015 three-strike policy, as may be warranted under the circumstances. Number 13. Open the main archive and the technical proposal archive file. Responsible person, Back Secretariat. Item VA of DO number 87, series of 2020, and section 30.1 of the IRR of RA 9184. Number 14. Provide the password for the financial proposal archive file. Responsible person, Back Secretariat. Shall only be disclosed verbally or in writing during the actual bid opening, which may be done in person or through video conferencing, webcasting, or other similar technology available. Bidders shall be given a maximum of 3 attempts or a period of 15 minutes, whichever comes first, to provide the correct password except in unforeseen justifiable circumstances. Otherwise, the bidder shall be disqualified. The bidder may also be subjected to the sanctions under DO 17 series of 2015 three-strike policy, as may be warranted under the circumstances. Number 15, open the financial proposal archive file. Responsible person, Back Secretariat. Item VA of DO number 87, series of 2020, and section 30.1 of the IRR of RA 9184.
For the schedules, I deadline for submission of bids on or before February 13, 2024 at 9 a.m. Opening of bids immediately after the deadline of submission at DPWH Laguna Second District Engineering Office, new conference room, Barangay, Bambang, Baños. Bids must be duly received by the bank secretary through formal submission, as I have said a while ago, here in our office. And for electronic submission, you can send it through electronic bids underscore Laguna 2 at dpwh.gov.ph. Please be informed that the above mentioned required bidding documents are posted and available on the DPWH website and pages for your reference and guidance. So for the last time, we're encouraging, especially our prospective bidder, to don't hesitate to ask questions regarding the topics presented this afternoon. Upon checking of our social media platforms, so far there are no comments or any queries. So we can say that we can end this activity here at point